What if I told you that the secret to mastering your finances and building an unshakable mindset has been hidden in plain sight for over 2,000 years? Picture this: ancient Rome, a bustling empire filled with chaos, ambition, and uncertainty. Among the noise, a few extraordinary minds, Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius, crafted a philosophy so powerful that it not only helped them navigate the turbulence of their time, but continues to guide those who dare to listen today. This is Stoicism, a timeless blueprint for resilience, discipline, and success. Now let me ask you something. Are you tired of feeling like life is slipping through your fingers? Like no matter how hard you try, you're always one step behind. Financially, mentally, emotionally, you're not alone. But here's the truth. The problem isn't the world around you. It's how you choose to face it. And that's exactly what we're going to tackle today. In this video, we're diving deep into the Stoic principles that can transform your life. Not tomorrow, not someday, but starting right now. These aren't just abstract ideas. They're practical tools used by some of history's greatest minds to conquer fear, build wealth, and find peace in chaos. So stick with me until the very end, because every second of this video holds advice that could be the turning point you've been waiting for. And before we dive in, do yourself a favor. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Trust me, this is just the beginning of a journey that will change how you see yourself and the world around you. Let's get started. 1. Control what you can in your finances. At the heart of Stoicism lies the dichotomy of control, a principle that teaches us to focus solely on what is within our power while accepting what is not. In financial terms, this means letting go of anxiety over external factors like market volatility, inflation, or global economic downturns. Instead, direct your energy toward the areas where you have influence, your spending habits, saving strategies, and investment decisions. Epictetus reminds us, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. 4. Instance, during a market crash, instead of panicking about losses you can't prevent, focus on building an emergency fund or rebalancing your portfolio to align with long-term goals. This approach not only reduces stress, but also empowers you to act decisively in areas you can control. By mastering your financial behavior, you create a foundation of stability and resilience that external forces cannot easily shake. C. Beyond immediate wins and losses, the Stoic concept of amor fati, loving one's fate, teaches us to embrace all outcomes as opportunities for growth. Financial setbacks, such as losing a job or a failed investment, might initially seem disastrous, but often lead to unexpected opportunities. For example, losing a job could push you to start a side hustle or pursue a more fulfilling career path. Similarly, not every financial gain is inherently good. Chasing risky investments for quick profits can jeopardize long-term stability. The famous Chinese parable about the farmer and the horse illustrates this perfectly. What seems like good or bad fortune today may turn out differently tomorrow. Marcus Aurelius advises us to adopt this perspective. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs. By viewing financial events with detachment and curiosity, you free yourself from emotional extremes and make decisions with clarity and wisdom. 3. Practice discipline. Over-impulse discipline is central to both Stoic philosophy and financial success. The Stoics believe that true freedom comes from mastering one's desires rather than being enslaved by them. In today's consumer-driven world, this translates into resisting the urge to spend impulsively on fleeting pleasures or status symbols. Instead, focus on consistent habits like budgeting, saving a portion of your income before spending, and prioritizing needs over wants. Seneca practiced voluntary discomfort, living simply for periods of time, to strengthen his resilience against life's uncertainties. You can apply this by occasionally living on a bare-bones budget to distinguish between genuine needs and unnecessary wants. This exercise not only builds self-control, but also reveals areas where you can cut expenses without sacrificing quality of life. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By rejecting instant gratification in favor of long-term goals, such as saving for retirement or building an investment portfolio, you lay the groundwork for enduring financial success. Remember that wealth is not built overnight, but through consistent effort, brick by brick over time. Focus on the present financial moment. One of the most profound teachings of Stoicism is the importance of living in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." This wisdom applies directly to your financial life. Anxiety often stems from worrying about future bills or regretting past financial mistakes, but neither of these concerns exists in the present moment. The only thing you can influence is what you do today. Instead of being paralyzed by fear of what's to come or guilt over what's already happened, take actionable steps that align with your financial goals. For example, if you're burdened by debt, focus on paying it off incrementally, one payment at a time. If you're worried about retirement, start setting aside even a small amount consistently. These small, deliberate actions compound over time into significant results. The Stoics remind us that the future is an illusion. It doesn't exist. Yet, an excessive focus on it only harms your ability to act now. Similarly, the past is gone. It's nothing more than a memory. As Seneca said, "What need is there to weep over parts of life? The whole of it calls for tears." Instead of dwelling on past mistakes, treat them as lessons and move forward with clarity and purpose. By anchoring yourself in the present, you regain control over your financial decisions and build a foundation for long-term success. 5. Detach from materialism. The Stoics viewed material possessions as indifferent. They are neither inherently good nor bad, but become harmful when we attach our self-worth to them. Seneca famously said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." In today's consumer-driven world, this lesson is more relevant than ever. True wealth isn't about owning flashy cars or designer clothes. It's about achieving freedom and peace of mind. Detach yourself from societal pressures that equate possessions with success. A luxury item should be a choice, not a necessity for validation or happiness. For example, owning an expensive car or branded clothing can be enjoyable, but your self-esteem should never depend on these things. As Marcus Aurelius advised, receive wealth or prosperity without arrogance, and be ready to let it go. This detachment doesn't mean rejecting material goods entirely. It means enjoying them without letting them define you. When you stop chasing possessions for status or approval, you free yourself from unnecessary financial burdens and focus on building true wealth, financial independence, and inner contentment. 6. Stay mindfully aware of your financial goals in a world overflowing with distractions, social media flaunting extravagant lifestyles, advertisements urging you to spend. It's easy to lose sight of what truly matters financially. The Stoics emphasized mindfulness and intentionality in every action. Epictetus said, "Be attentive to what you set your mind upon." This applies directly to staying focused on your financial goals. Whether your aim is achieving financial independence, saving for your family's future, or retiring early, clarity about your priorities is essential. Write down your goals and revisit them regularly to ensure your actions align with them. For instance, if saving for a house is your priority, remind yourself of this goal every time you're tempted by unnecessary expenses, like dining out or upgrading gadgets. Modern society thrives on overstimulation, constant notifications, endless options for spending money. but these distractions pull you away from meaningful progress. Marcus Aurelius advised us to resist being swept away by external forces. You have power over your mind, not outside events. More, by practicing mindful awareness and resisting fleeting trends or societal pressures, you can channel your energy toward what truly matters in your financial journey. Regularly examine your financial habits. The Stoics believed in the power of self-reflection as a tool for growth and improvement. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality," reminding us that many of our struggles stem from a lack of clarity about our own actions. Applying this to your finances means taking a step back to evaluate your habits with honesty and precision. Are you spending money on things that don't add real value to your life? Are your investments aligned with your long-term goals? Or are you chasing trends out of fear or greed? Make it a regular practice to review your budget, track your expenses, and assess whether your financial decisions reflect your values and priorities. For example, if you notice that dining out consumes a significant portion of your income, consider redirecting those funds towards savings or investments. This process of introspection allows you to identify wasteful patterns and course-correct before they spiral out of control. As Marcus Aurelius advised, look within. Within is the fountain of good. By consistently examining your financial habits, you stay aligned with your aspirations and ensure that every decision brings you closer to financial freedom. 8. Take full responsibility for your finances. Stoicism teaches us that we are the architects of our own lives. Epictetus famously said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This principle is crucial when it comes to managing money. Many people blame external factors, like the economy, their upbringing, or even bad luck, for their financial struggles. While circumstances can be challenging, the Stoics remind us that our response is entirely within our control. Taking full responsibility for your finances means abandoning the victim mindset and embracing accountability. Stop blaming inflation, poor economic conditions, or past mistakes for where you are today. Instead, focus on what you can do now to improve your situation. Burn the metaphorical ships like Hernan Cortés did. Commit fully to taking charge of your financial future with no option for retreat. Whether it's creating a budget, learning about investments, or finding ways to increase your income, taking ownership empowers you to act decisively and move forward. As Seneca put it, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. By taking responsibility for your finances, you prepare yourself to seize opportunities when they arise instead of being paralyzed by excuses or fear. Cultivate gratitude for what you have. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed that happiness comes not from acquiring more, but from appreciating what we already have. Seneca wrote, "He is a great man who uses earthenware as if it were silver, but he is equally great who uses silver as if it were earthenware." In other words, wealth lies not in possessions, but in our perspective. In financial terms, this means shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. Instead of constantly comparing yourself to others or chasing material possessions, take a moment to appreciate the resources and opportunities you already have. For example, if you have a stable income and a roof over your head, recognize these as privileges that many people lack. Gratitude helps reduce stress and prevents the endless cycle of wanting more, a cycle that often leads to poor financial decisions. As modern Stoic Pepe Garcia said, "If you can't be happy with a coffee, you won't be happy with a Ferrari." True contentment comes from within and isn't tied to external possessions. By practicing gratitude daily, you cultivate a sense of fulfillment that frees you from the pressure to constantly accumulate more. Face financial challenges. Head on, the Stoics viewed adversity as an opportunity for growth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This mindset is invaluable when dealing with financial challenges such as debt, failed investments, or economic uncertainty. Instead of avoiding or fearing these difficulties, confront them directly and use them as opportunities to learn and grow stronger. For instance, if you're overwhelmed by debt, create a plan to tackle it systematically, whether through the snowball method, paying off smaller debts first, or the avalanche method, prioritizing high-interest debts. If an investment fails, analyze what went wrong and use those lessons to make better decisions in the future. Resilience is key in navigating financial setbacks. The Stoics remind us that every obstacle we face has the potential to make us wiser and more capable. As Seneca observed, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. By embracing challenges instead of running from them, you transform adversity into a stepping stone toward financial success. Life is a battlefield, and every financial decision you make is either a step toward victory or a retreat into chaos. The Stoics understood this better than anyone. They knew that true strength lies in mastering yourself, not the world around you. And now you have the tools to do the same. You've learned how to control what you can, let go of what you can't, and face every challenge with resilience and clarity. You've discovered the power of discipline, gratitude, and responsibility, principles that can transform not just your finances, but your entire life. But here's the thing, knowledge means nothing without action. The Stoics didn't just think about their philosophy, they lived it every single day. So now it's your turn. Don't let this be just another video you watch and forget. Take these lessons and apply them immediately. Start small. Examine your financial habits, create a plan, and commit to it with the same resolve as Hernan Cortés burning his ships. There's no turning back now. And remember, this journey isn't about perfection, it's about progress. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The strength to build wealth, the strength to overcome setbacks, and the strength to live a life of purpose. If this video has sparked something in you, if it's made you rethink how you approach your finances and your life, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this wisdom with someone who needs it. Together, we can create a community of resilient thinkers who refuse to be defeated by life's storms. So go out there and take control of your destiny. Your financial freedom starts now.